Hi Pisces, it's Mary Ellen. How are you? Great to be back with you again this week. Hope everything's going well. As many of you know, I am in New Mexico. I'm just a couple days out from the first deep dive shamanic healing retreat that I'll be offering in various spots. So if you're interested in hosting or helping to pull together or having a shamanic retreat in your area, please click the link below the video, or you can click on the card that you'll see up above the video as the video is playing. Okay, so let's jump right in. We are experiencing, of course, an intensification of the energy. And Pisces, because of who you are, we've spoken about this a lot. This is where you're at for this week, right? A further intensification, okay, there we go, of your cycle of being the energy carrier of universal consciousness in these moments when we have Pluto and Saturn coming together in order to create the great shift and change that's meant to happen, our Pluto return as a nation here in the United States. So in Celtic Wisdom Tarot, this is the perfecter of energy. And most of you who've been following along are familiar with this card. So it's the World card, but it also indicates gaining a lot of wisdom. That's what those little petals are. And we see the swastika in each quadrant of the year coming forward. So the energy continues to turn. I believe will continue to intensify as the universe, so to speak, utilizes your energy to bring forward the work of the other planetary aspects and astrology aspects. So that's the theme for you. I guess I have to move the camera back, sorry gang, about what's coming in this cycle of the next year. Just a reminder, I think, because you've had that before. So that's a theme for my guides. This card is the card that indicates your energy. I love that we're sailing into the Scorpio new moon this weekend. And you have this card with the King of Battle sitting in the light of the full moon. It indicates a type of rebirth. You know, King of Battle, very wise, very brave. In this deck, it's about having lost a part of yourself and wanting to gain that back and to regrow that which has been taken in a sense. So his hand was cut off in a battle, and he had to go through a mystical healing in order to regain his hand, which allowed him to regain his throne. It's an interesting juxtaposition of the story. So when we look at your oracle cards, we see that you're consulting with the Great Council on a spiritual basis, however you understand that, in a very meditative, prayerful way, activating your heart, activating that which you are. That's what my guides are talking about. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I believe that most of you are going to be feeling that energy. You're going to be feeling yourself. You're going to be feeling your nature. You're going to be feeling the strings of energy within you in this way. So it's going to be, I think, a deep dive this week. And I just want to show you something. For those of you that are in relationship, look at that. So that's your partner's card. These are the Journey of Love Oracle cards, okay? So Towering Magnificence and the Temple, and they look almost identical, don't they? So those of you that are engaged in a relationship, of course, you're going to be feeling each other. You're going to be feeling these kind of aspects within the relationship because of the way you each have your energy. And it may well be that you're with another water sign. Water signs are going deep because of the Scorpio moon, of course. No surprise about that. So while you're engaging with the council, this is what your partner's doing, right? Also taking a deep dive, a deep journey into this notion of towering magnificence. And then the next card that popped out from the Mystical Shaman Oracle was the Holy Mountain. So I think you're both going really deep into your spirituality over this week, and a lot of shift and change. The next phase, my guides are saying, coming forward for you. So for your partner, the first two cards that came out, look at that. Fantastic. 3 of Wands and the Star card. So your partner knows. They are well aware, and they are standing on the shore. They have an expectation that they're going on a journey, and they know it's their destiny because of the way the energy is between the two, within yourselves as beings, individuals, and clearly between the two of you, okay? So let's see what else my guys want to speak to you about. Pull some cards for you, Pisces, about this week coming forward, and then we're going to pull a line for your partner. We'll get something from the runes just to round out the reading, okay? So the other thing I've been telling people is that if you feel so inclined and if you are able, I am doing fundraising for my trip. I would love to have your donations. My guys are talking about in kind, meaning, anything that you have to offer. Financial assistance is definitely needed to pay for gas and hotels and things like that, okay? And renting space for the retreats. Okay, so here's the next card. So any amount that you donate toward this journey, you will have a coupon, so to speak. I'll just give you a confirmation email to apply those funds toward any service that I offer that you may want, whether you want it for yourself or as a gift over the holidays, etc., or even into next year. So the first card on your human walk, given what we've already spoken about, you have the Moon card, and it's the imaginer of harmony in this deck. So gorgeous, really auspicious, going deep. And Pisces, there you are. See that person on that fish? That's you diving really deep into the watery aspects of the Scorpio new moon. You can get in that vessel and sail away to any place you can imagine that brings you into harmony. So all the aspects of the Moon card absolutely playing out here. Let me move this back a little bit more. Secrets may be revealed, things like that. So I think that as you sail through the week, let yourself have some time that's just for you to go through these days. Look deep inside. Whatever the secrets are that are being released, I think it's about things that are positive. It's not about things that are going to cause you a problem because of the way we see these cards and destiny and the world card. I don't think there's any problem that's going to happen. So it's really interesting. Okay. So you're going deeper in to your nature. More transformation is what this is really about. So that is the Nine of Pentacles. In this Celtic Wisdom Tarot deck, the elk signifies having stamina for a long journey. So many of you have been here many times. Very clearly, when this card comes up, you're coming into your abundance, wish fulfillment, through the many shifts and changes and transformations that you've made within a single lifetime. That's what the story is about in this card. And I love that we see it aligned with the World card. And the next card out, look, the Moon again, the Lovers, okay? Two of Hearts is Two of Cups in this deck. So I think in this moon cycle that's being initiated by the Scorpio new moon, the energy within the relationship you have is going to carry forward through the full cycle. And there's going to be a lot of transformation, a lot of passion. These people are communicating telepathically. They're very devoted to each other. It's Merlin and his sister. And she built him this tower so that he would have a lot of perspective, a lot of places through which to look out onto the world as he was contemplating himself during a healing, actually. Very interesting. So I like that this is coming forward this way. Let's shuffle a little bit more, see what my guides have in store for you. It's funny, since I've been in New Mexico where the air is really dry, of course it's a much different environment than in my home place in Vermont, and the cards are my guy just said, they're functioning differently. Okay, so look, the Chariot, of course, perfect. So definite, confirmation moving forward. There's something going on with your journey. Keep moving this, thank you. More activation. As you come into these days, through this next moon cycle, actually it goes like this. Sorry. I'm not in my little home studio, so I'm a little discombobulated. Okay, so this is really going to charge you up and put you in control of your destiny in some way so that you begin to move the energy forward into this place of towering magnificence, in a sense, and into the temple, the most sacred place that you could be in your life with a partner or within whatever sacred practice you are doing. And of course, it's going to affect your love relationship. It's going to bring you closer together because of the transformation. So it's really interesting. While you move into this shift and change, the things that are coming forward, I think my guides are talking about, look at that, elopement of battle. That's the 8 of Swords. So whatever it is on a spiritual basis that has been perhaps not able to be released, that's what they're talking about, more so than anxiety with the 8 of Swords, that's going to be released now. Something's coming to fruition because of what you're going to glean in this moon cycle that's going to help you move forward into release. And we see it indicated here with the temple. Very interesting. So I think that your energy, as you perfect your energy and reclaim yourself within the world that we're in, basically, that's what the message is that's coming out, because your energy is needed as we come into this time of Pluto in conjunction with Saturn, and a new structure gets built. The structure that we're building is the structure of universal consciousness, and there you go. See that? Once that part of your energy gets released, it's bringing forward a prophecy. It's the augury of art. That's the Ace of Cups. It's about being able to manifest all the things that come out of the Ace of Cups, all the notions that come with the Ace of Cups, higher order of love, universal consciousness, the love of compassion, the art, the sacred art of loving. So I believe what we're talking about is you're here in these times, we all are, had made a decision to come here, be helping, if you will, with this massive shift and change that's been our destiny forever. And yeah, look, there, can't make that up. That's the star card. Okay? So literally joining together with the mind of the universe, the sacred heart mind of the universe, really well rooted in those places now, looking both sides across the veil to bring forward destiny. So I think the message that's really coming out is a notification, my guides are saying, about that which has not, that part of you which has not been able to be recognized or utilized in the world. That's over now. So Pisces, you know, my guides always talk about you are your purpose. You can really meditate on yourself, what your quantum strings of energy are. Why'd you come here as a Pisces? How did that happen? What is it that's deep within your heart? The moment is arriving. This is the spiritual level in this reading, okay? So if you look at this human experience and how things move forward, and definitely affecting your love relationships, we see it. So you're going to be, I think, with somebody who can join you and help you raise your energy to the highest point of possibility within it, so that you can go on this journey clearly with another person, okay? Clearly with another person, but with the sacred council of all beings in the temple of the universe, because the time has come. It's really beautiful. And so this card, that's the 2 of Wands. It's beautiful. So balancing and coming into your true foundation, my guides are saying, when you have the 2 of Wands, you're literally standing inside yourself, having made the decision to take the next step. And you look out, you hold the world in your hands. So for me, as a reader, this is confirmation of all the things that have been channeling through. This is a moment when your energy is being released, and it's going to affect the entire world. So please know that it's true. Focus yourself there. Okay, hang on, get a little channel coming through. Yeah, when you do your prayer, your meditation, or just as your everyday life, just walking through your everyday life, doing whatever you're doing, as my guides always say, just stream the energy out. Just allow yourself, take a little moment when you're walking through your day and stream the energy out and know that it will be utilized in the world. It's really true. There's something, truly magnificent happening, and look at there's your partner. So your partner has also 3 of Wands. So they're moving forward together with you. It is your destiny with this person. Some of you clearly with a soulmate or a quantum activator, people call twin flame, etc. You may feel the relationship shift and move in ways that are very deep and abiding because you both have the Star card. So this person has Ace of Swords, literal inspiration, a moment of intellectual genius perhaps, and bringing forward whatever clarity needs to happen about this journey that you're clearly going on as individuals and going on together. So there's the King of Wands looking straight into the Ace of Swords. So it's a very powerful moment when the decision is made and you do this kind of travel and your partner travels into this towering magnificence, taking this journey to Holy Mountain. It's metaphors, right? And there's the World card. Again, and see, you're really mirroring each other. I like this. So understand that there's a great shift and change coming. If you don't know what's going on in the astrology, if you're new to this whole world of tarot and astrology, please go look at Molly McCord or any other sacred astrology person who can help you understand what this change is. A great change coming to the world. And we see that the 2 of you, you might be mated with another water sign. I'm suspecting perhaps there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of destiny in these moments, but also in this relationship. And there's the Temperance card, right? Your energies literally being melded together through an alchemical process. Because you as a couple, you as a person, and you two as a couple are in this stream of energy that's coming forward in order to bring shift and change to the planet. In a literal way and in a spiritual way. So there we go. I don't think there's anything more that needs to be said about that. Let's pick from the bag of runes and see what the Oracle has, what information or advice the Oracle has for you. So Spirit, please give us something for beautiful Pisces and for their sweetheart. Whoever this is, as the readers always say, don't get stuck on gender. I think do not get stuck on the astrological identity. We're talking about energy. It's somebody, could be within your family, your workplace, could be your best friend, somebody that you're connecting with, that the bonding of those 2 energies is bringing forward the purpose of what you're meant to be doing, okay? So what came out is Isa. It's the rune for standstill. I like it. So this is a very mystical moment. And, within this, it talks about the way things are suspended and stand still in a mystical moment. And it feels like there's no progress being made. So what my guides are talking about is this notion of standing in the moment of the Kundalini awakening, in a sense. And in that moment, you're not going to make any, quote, progress. It's not meant for things to you're not meant to see cause and effect yet. That's what they're talking about, okay? So I'll read to you from the book a little bit. So it may feel like you're standing still. It may feel like things are frozen. But what my guides are literally saying is it's not so much that, it's suspended animation because of the energy, the intensity of the energy. So allow yourself to stand in the moment. Go deep, meditate, pray, go to the temple, go to the sacred mountain. Know you're in contact with the sacred council. So the book talks about positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There's a freeze on useful activity and all your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of old, outmoded habits. And trying to hold on to that which is meant to fall away can result in shallowness of feeling and a sense of being out of touch with life. In these times, seek to discover what it is you are holding on to that perpetuates this condition and let it go. That's why this is here. And it's on the spiritual line. So take notice, I guess my guys are saying, take heart that it's just your soul contract. It's your purpose. You're meant to be releasing things so that you can rise up to the heights of your energy pattern because you're needed here. So let's see. It's a time to shed. It's a time to release and cleanse away the old. In doing so, will bring on the thought. And usually, Easter requires a sacrifice of the personal I. At such a time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support. It is meant for you to go inward to do your work. And yet there's no reason for anxiety. It's just a time to submit and be still. For what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions or your habits, but rather it arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must be empty, and what has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth, and to surrender is to display courage and wisdom. Yet there is another face to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, drawing Isa can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level of your being. So in your solitude, exercise caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential. It's the seed of the good. Trust this process and watch for signs of spring. So, Pisces, my goodness, it's going to be a very powerful week. A lot of energy. My guys just said there's a lot of energy pulling on you, and I think that's why we see the Eight of Swords here. Something is being finished and released on the level of your soul cycle, the reason that you came here. So I think it's going to be a beautiful week. There's a lot of movement, but it's deep movement into the deep of your being, and your partner's coming along for the ride. Absolutely. And they are seeing the abundance of your brilliance. That's what this is about, okay? King of Wands, looking into the Ace of Swords. It's another prophecy about changing the world coming forward because of the amalgamation of your energy. So your partner is clearly seeing you, and they're wanting to go on this journey with you. They know it's their destiny. So have a wonderful week. I will look forward to being with you again next week. 4 of us are going to sail into the deep together over the weekend into this beautiful Scorpio new moon pathway. So understand that you are going along with us, and you're going to be sailing into your new part of your destiny, released on a soul level into the Ace of Cups and the Star card, your destiny coming forward. So thank you so much, Pisces, for being here. All the links for me are below. The donation link to make a donation to through my PayPal link is right below the video, and would deeply appreciate any support you can give. So thanks, gang. Click the like button. I'll see you next week.